Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm very thankful to be here today. I want to start my speech to share about sustainability first, because a lot of people talk about sustainability, but what really means sustainability? And there are a lot of confusion, especially nowadays that we're talking about ESG, SDG. So a lot of different terms and acronyms that we're using, but maybe not necessarily very clear what sustainability is. And I very like the first speech from my colleague, Fulf, talking about approach mindset. Because in fact, sustainability, it's not something new, but it's something how you approach it. And when I just came back from France to Vietnam, because I lived most of my life in France, one thing that I was amazed at how you can link with sustainability is safety. Just to give a comparison. A lot of people, when I drive the motorbike, at that time, it was not mandatory to put the helmet. But when the laws issue, a lot of people start to put the helmet. But for which reason? Mainly for compliance, because they're afraid to pay the fee about that. Not really because of the safety mindset. And sustainability is the same. What I hope with the speech today is that you, future generation, become an ambassador of this sustainability mindset, because we need people who have this new approach in how sustainability is. It's a very technical aspect, but just in a nutshell, what sustainability is. We usually call it in language term, it's the triple bottom line, how you can balance the economic growth, mitigating your environmental impact, and have the social responsibility. And if you look at the definition downstairs, it's the definition from the UN. So United Nations give that, it seems very far maybe from you. So just to give an example how it's linked with an organization or companies or as an individual, I just want to have a quick question, just a survey, if you can raise your hands with these simple questions. When you do your shower and you use the shampoo to wash your hair, how many people stop the water? Can you raise your hand? Oh, not very much. So all of you, you are still running the water, right? Wow, it's not good. So this simple example is you are doing that, you're having impact on the environment. But at the end of the month, your bills and it comes increase. So in terms of impact for the economical aspect as well. And indirectly, it will stop the water. The consumptions reduce, so you help for the environment. Meanwhile, you help for your pocket because economic bills will reduce. And directly, you will help for the society because what you're saving here, you save for indirectly for other areas who are in need of water. So that's a simple example of a habit, a personal habit in terms of sustainability. How it's linked with a company, an organization. I see maybe 10 people raising the hand. When you are going to a resort, on holidays, or business trip, or whatsoever, do you still keep the same habit to stop the water? And usually when I ask for this survey, I have only 30% of the people who still raise the hand. So what does that mean? I already paid the bill for the hotel. It's already expensive, a resort, 5-star, whatsoever. But by doing that, at the end of the month, if they have 10 customers like you, what will happen? Yeah, water bills will increase. So as a business, what do? We increase your price for the hotel. So next time when you come back, the price will already increase because in terms of the habits, in terms of few customers. But if you take along 10 hotels like that, 10 organizations, 10 businesses who are doing the same thing, so that will impact the whole society and the whole environment. So this is why I'm sharing that. From a simple habit, from an individual, how it can impact an organization, and how it can impact the whole society. and where it links with the definition of the UN definition. Now, I will not go into the details of the technical aspect, but just in terms of vocabulary. So ESG, you listen a lot about ESG, environmental, social, and governance. In fact, it's two different things. Sustainability is mindset, strategy. ESG, it's process, it's to monitor. So it has been created for investors, for banks, to decide in which organization they will invest. So it's a monitoring tools. And SDG, it's the KPI, where you want to go. So somehow, that's the three terms that you need to know and to differentiate the three of them. Now to come back to the topics today, linked with the technology aspect, because we are talking about efficiency. Nguyen has shared about AI, how it can help education and spread in terms of efficiency. So you hear more and more, not anymore the term of green transition or green transformation, but more and more digital transition, digital transformation. And linked with that, what we call the twin transition, to both bring together in terms of the technology aspect, as well the sustainability aspect of it. Because to do sustainability, you need data, you need information. So with all the technology in terms of AI, IoT, in terms of blockchain, in terms of data computing, etc., a lot of aspects that can help to have the transparency of your data, of your information, so you can define in terms of your strategy, in terms of your approach. So that's the valuable aspect in terms of how digital transformation can help the sustainability approach. But on the other side, it's as well how sustainability can help the technology, the digital industry. So in terms of to make it more innovative, have new approach in terms of development, and both can go hand to hand together. However, you can see that there are, with this increase of the digital transformation, even if it brings a lot of value to spread, to scale up, there are a lot of risks associated, and it's very often forgotten. You look at this in terms of energy consumption. So currently, in terms of energy, you can see that AI consumes 2% of the global energy worldwide. And with the increase of AI by 2040, we'll reach around 4%. So that's the need in terms of energy. Water usage. Water usage, around 4 to 7 billion cubic meter of water to cool all the data centers. And by doing that, it's as well linked, just to give you an equivalent, it's the equivalent of the usage of the Denmark country 7 times. So 7 times, that's what represents the needs in terms of the water. If you look at raw materials, a lot of raw material in terms of environmental extraction, so pollution associated. In terms of carbon emission currently we are at 3% for the digital sector. But by 2040, it will reach 14%. So more than the agriculture, so more than what we need to feed our belly. So that's what represents the technology increase in terms of all this approach. Last one is e-waste. E-waste, currently, we have around 6 billion tons of waste every year, and only 20% are recycled. And on that, all of you have an impact, because if we look at the survey, only 5% of your data you are using. All the rest is your e-waste. You store a lot of pictures, email, whatsoever document that you never use. That's 95% of the information that you keep, and it needs to be in data center. And that's the impact in terms of e-waste. Just for you to realize as an individual how it impacts the whole society. And with that, a lot of greenwashing, like the MC mentioned. Because greenwashing, what is it? You are doing a lot of good, but not necessarily in terms of impact. So you are sharing a lot of activities, but in reality, what is the real impact in terms of your efficiency and your sustainability, I would say balance, because you need to balance the three. And you have a lot of other kind of washing, like you see, color washing in terms of society aspect, as well, what they call the hushing, green hushing. So that means you do a lot, but you don't share. So you cannot spread as an ambassador the best practice. Green lighting. So you're focusing only in few elements of the best practice, but you forgot all what is behind. And in the technology spheres, that's a lot, because we are talking a lot about efficiency, scale up, spread, but you forgot very often part of what is your impact by doing that. So how you mitigate this approach. So this is very important that both need to go hand in hand together because it's necessary, but as well how you can mitigate the impact that. And one aspect that is very important is as well demonstrate that your digital transformation and your green transformation to really not in terms of PR or marketing activities, you need to be based on real science approach behind. So I just give you two big examples. One is LCA, it's life cycle assessment. It's more for the product. So if you are a product to develop like a computer, but even your F&B traditional aspect, you can calculate the full life cycle of the product. And then you can define if it's really have an impact. Because using recycled waste, it's good, but is it really mitigating it? Because if you need to transfer from a very far area, so the whole logistic can have an impact. Another example as well, it's reporting, disclosure, information, in terms of transparency, certificate. So that all the aspects that can help for you to have a science base to demonstrate that all your action, it's not greenwashing. So that helps to give and create the belief to all the consumers, customers, and yourself in whatever product you are focusing. So that's kind of example of a science-based approach demonstrate your sustainability. Just to conclude my presentation, and I usually use one, I would say, symbol that I like. It's the dandelion flower. The dandelion flower, I don't know if you know it because maybe in Vietnam you don't find it often, but it's a flower that you can blow. And with that, go and spread. And with that, they can have a new flower. Why I share this dandelion flower? Because for me, it's kind of symbol for the sustainability. So as all of you, as I begin my speech, I hope that you become an ambassador. And with that, with the flower of the dandelion, that you understand, have the mindset of sustainability so you can spread over as well as a future, I would say, in your career path. Thank you.